Welcome everybody, it is Crypto Moose and it's time to get loose. Mitchell Bouchard, your crypto and NFT investor. Welcome back to another episode, and what we're going to do is do a coin market cap update. So we're going to talk about the top layer ones primarily in this video. I'm going to give you my thoughts of where we're going in the future, so you can think about this as not only just a Cardano video, but we're also going to get into things like Solana, Bitcoin, and when the halving's coming. So this is going to be a video that comes out tomorrow for me. So right now it's February 7th of 2024. So again, February 7th of 2024. The moose is still sick, but we will persevere. If you guys can so kindly, please like, comment, subscribe, especially if you're new, and ask questions down below. So we've got a lot of content coming in 2024, as we're probably going to be seeing a bull market. So we are on coinmarketcap.com, and again, that is coinmarketcap.com. I'm going to hit it with the refresh. We've got Cardano at 50 cents, so we'll get into that swiftly as well. Most of you are here to check out Cardano and to get an update. So the price could be different by the time you're watching this video. So this is the night before. But Cardano's holding up well. It's been trading sideways for a while. Main reason being is that there's still the midnight coming. Nothing bad has happened with Solana. Nothing bad has happened with Cardano. However, with Solana actually went down for several hours, while Cardano remained on top, doing well. So it looks like we're gonna see some magic happening really soon. So if we go to all time, I mean, we have just been in this rough spot down here, and you know, I think the bottom was what, 25 cents? Yeah, I caught some down here, but I also caught some up here. So me personally, I am a long-term crypto investor. I'm more of a macro guy, so I'll zoom out and I'll think, hey, what's most likely going to do well in the future? And I think in all-purpose smart contract blockchain like Ethereum is going to do fine as well. But with Cardano, you got the scalability, you've got the cost effectiveness, you have the proof of work. It's one of the most peer-reviewed studied cryptos in the world right now. And I've been using it for a while. There are more wallets, there's more dexes going on. Even have Dex Hunter, which I've been loving, a Dex aggregator. So it will aggregate different dexes and search for the best price. So all that is happening. You got Midnight coming out. That's going to be a privacy chain. So it's going to be a partner chain. I don't believe it's a side chain even. So that's going to be very interesting. So the potential for airdrops, etc., that could really drive up the price. You guys can comment down below. What is the main reason that we're going to see crypto do well? I would like to know what you guys think there. Ultimately, I've been talking about it, you know, the price goes all over the place, but really I could see us at a $250 to $500 billion market cap, and that would drive the price pretty high. That would be a 25 to 50x from here. So a $5-10 ADA, that's basically what that means, even with supply implemented and whatnot. So that's Cardano. We'll touch back up on it a bit. The next one is Bitcoin. So let's get into the big daddy of crypto, Satoshi's creation. It may not have been his first creation, right? First, Satoshi created Crypto Moose, and then years later, he created Bitcoin, right? So that the moose could talk about Bitcoin when he got older. That makes sense. It almost makes sense, doesn't it? So you guys comment down below if you believe that. I mean, you guys have not met my father, right? Like Satoshi, you know, he's looking down at me going, Moose, I am your father, right? So Bitcoin, 44,620 USD, 64 days roughly from the halving. So in short, the halving is the amount of Bitcoin that still have yet to be mined. The amount of block rewards that are distributed, it gets cut in half. So it looks like April 2024, the block reward will be reduced from 6.25 Bitcoin per block to 3.125 Bitcoin. So that's what incentivizes miners to mine, right? You build these warehouses, you build using these expensive computer graphics cards, and you mine for Bitcoin, right? You do all the proof of work, so to speak, right? So it costs energy. It's hard to do. You got to be on top of the technology. The reward you get for solving mathematical equations, decrypting and passing the transactions through the blockchain is you get rewarded with some Bitcoin. So on top of that, you also have nodes. Like I'm running a Bitcoin node behind me, but that's more of the actual ledger. Whereas the mining is the proof of work. That's getting the new supply. And the amount of remaining Bitcoin is like less than 1 million. And then now every block, it's going to be cut in half. And every 4 years, it's going to be less. So 2028, it's going to be what? 1.7 Bitcoin per block. So it's becoming more scarce. So check out these videos. Go to CoinMarketCap. You guys can get all the info that you need. Ultimately, Bitcoin, we are definitely, in my opinion, not financial advice, nothing is in this video, we are going to see $100,000 Bitcoin in my estimation, right? That's where I think we're going to go. Reason being, I already did a breakdown video, but I'll break it down again. You have the halving in like 2 months. You have more mass adoption. You got the Bitcoin ETF, so that's an exchange traded fund where you've got now like a vehicle where you can actually pick up some Bitcoin if you're a large institution like BlackRock. You can buy it and just sell shares, and it's easier to manage and whatnot. So that's a big deal, right? You've got billions and trillions of dollars getting into crypto. We're at a 1.7 trillion market cap, and Bitcoin's dominance is 51%. So what that means is that Bitcoin accounts for 50% of the market cap. That's why it's 875 billion out of 1.6 trillion roughly, right? So that's pretty much it for Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I would not be selling if you have any. So it is a little bit boring, but it is the digital gold. It's the one thing that remains, right? It's the one thing that really the human error just cannot get rid of, right? Like everything is already coded. Like it survives so long that, I think the next 10, 15, 20 years, it's going to do well. So just pace yourself. Bitcoin right now, I mean, it could be over 45,000, maybe getting into 50K by tomorrow when you're watching this video. Okay. So that's Bitcoin. Basically, we're going to do the top 10 in this video. So we talked about Cardano, and then we talked about Bitcoin. I want to do a little bit different of a video, today. So Cardano, all-purpose smart contract type of blockchain. So where Bitcoin, Bitcoin is its own blockchain, right? So you got Bitcoin, and anybody can participate, set up a wallet, and you can send inside the blockchain tokens. Now with Cardano, it's very similar. There's 36 billion though instead of 21 million. So there's more tokens, but with Cardano, you can spend a bit of ADA in terms of kind of like the currency within the blockchain. And what you can do is you can build dApps on top of Cardano. Like you can have DeFi protocols. You could have gaming projects like Cornucopias, which I like a lot. And you can leverage the blockchain security and like the tokenization, and you could build on top of these blockchains, right? You can build decentralized applications, and you can have smart contracts. You can have self-executing activities happening, and you have more speed. You can have more throughput at the end of the day, and you can scale it. So with Cardano, it's a much more scalable, smarter blockchain than Bitcoin. So I'm going to try not to go too crazy, but it is important because when you understand Ethereum is the mega all-purpose smart contract-based blockchain. So all these blockchains are different, and what we're going to see in 2024 specifically is we're going to see the interoperability of Web3, right? So when you think about Web 1, that is when you could read an email, you see an image, whoa, or whatever it is. Web 2, that's like reading and writing, right? So you got email, you've got social media, we can send information back and forth. Now with Web3, we got tokenization. That's where you got things like Ethereum, where you can own a token, the underlining, platform, and you could build like Cardano. You could build decentralized applications. So Ethereum's a little bit different because it's slow and it costs $1,000 just to send $5. It's kind of crazy. But really, Ethereum started out like Bitcoin. I'm joking around, but Ethereum started out like Bitcoin, where it was proof of work, and then now it's proof of stake. So they switched it because they want to become more like Cardano. Because Cardano's like, dude, look at me, I got a 6-pack. ETH has a 2-pack. It's doing good, but it's not ADA. But Ethereum, the thing is that you have all these projects being built on top of it, right? You've got all these ERC20 tokens. So if you take a look here, you got contracts, and what you're going to see to get back on the interoperability is this is going to be the year of interoperability. This is going to be the year of not only that, but also layer 2s, right? Or layer 1s built on top of ETH. So interoperability is the communication between the different blockchains. So if you hold a token on ETH, you hold some Bitcoin, you have some Cardano, okay? These are 3 separate blockchains. You have projects like, Cosmos or whatever it may be that are going to be the hub where you can connect all these different chains together, and they can kind of speak to one another because they have their own different programming languages, etc. So we're going to see the interoperability for, DeFi. So think about Meld. Meld is a layer 1. So that's a project I've been talking about. We're going to be doing more videos when I get out of this cold, when I'm not as sick. But think about Meld. Meld is a layer 1, so you can imagine it in the middle, like my head. You have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano. You've got Avalanche. You have like 7 blockchains, let's call it, all layer 1s. And now you can bank from the one chain. You could bank from Meld. You can do all of your DeFi lending and borrowing. That's going to be a monster project when you think about it that way. So these are the things that the Moose has been up to. This is why I've been creating content and thinking about these things. So I want you guys to really expand your ideas of what all this means. We don't know what it means for sure. So you're going to have things as well. So we bring up Ethereum and ETH. The problem with the ETH, it's a great project, but it's kind of slow. It's slow right now. And it costs a lot because the price of ETH has gone up so much. You spend 0.0001 ETH, you're spending like $20, $50, $100 just to do one thing, to perform one activity. What we're going to see, it's already happening. You have projects like Optimum, I forget. We have a lot of projects being built on top of Ethereum to make the throughput faster. So you can send faster transactions to make it more cost effective, right? You got like ZK rollups. This is what's happening with Cardano too, right? You're seeing Midnight, where you're going to see even faster transactions, I assume. So Ethereum is not going away. Ethereum is a monster project. So I'm just having fun with you guys. Tether. Tether is a stable coin. I've been using it. Like, they're supposed to be backed 1-to-1 by real assets. It's going to be a good project. For those of you that don't know, it's a stable coin where each token is one full token is valued at $1. So it's a way for you to stay on the chain without having to sell, and you can kind of, you can imagine what you can do with that, right? You can also provide stable assets on a DEX, and it can help with yield farming. So you also have BNB, good project, right? Binance token, so biggest centralized exchange. Solana went down. I actually picked up a token. I swapped some Tether for some Sol, and Solana went down, but whatever. I think it's a fast project. It's much better in ETH in that it costs significantly less. It costs less to use Solana than ADA, let's be honest. VC, venture capital money, it's all going into Sol. A lot of people with money just like it. And yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good chain. I mean, it's a lot better than the chain I've built. So XRP, I don't know. I don't know what to say about XRP, right? It just seems like, it's like a token that's kind of built for bank cross-border payments, but it had all the lawsuits, and I don't know, there's just something weird about it. I'll leave it at that. USDC, another good stablecoin. I like this one more. That's Circle. I feel like there's a little more trust there. It's just what I feel. So ADA, same thing. AVAX could be a major play. We already went over Cardano. AVAX, the only thing is the C chain, the P chain, a little bit annoying. Dogecoin, a meme coin, right? Like Dogecoin is the big meme coin. I don't know how it's going to do. It's already got a pretty hefty market cap, but it could 5, 10, 15x, next bull run. We do not know. Just solely on the fact that, projects could just make it better, right? You can, again, it's the interoperability year for crypto, right? It's the interoperability year. And what that means is that not only are you going to be able to kind of speak and have information more collectively synergized together, but you're going to see some projects get faster and just become more because of that, right? So you can kind of imagine that, like, it's kind of like our brains, they're somewhat limited, but you connect a neural link and that neural link is smart. Now the moose goes from a 40 IQ to a 200 IQ, smarter than Abraham Lincoln, smarter than, Abraham Lincoln's not really known for being the smartest guy, but definitely a president, right? He's not a dummy. But what I'm getting at is that you're going to see things plug into these chains to make them bigger, better, stronger, faster, scalable, all that. Just imagine, right? So you got Chainlink, big monster coming. This is a big part of that situation we're talking about. So Chainlink, even if we take a look here, it had a huge run up this week. So you got the oracles and whatnot. What's a good way to explain it here? There we go. Chainlink is a blockchain abstraction layer that enables universally connected smart contracts through a decentralized oracle network. Chainlink allows blockchains to securely interact with the external data feeds, events, and payment methods, providing the critical off-chain information needed. So again, it's kind of like connecting to this chain. So you can imagine that when you pay for something now, all that data is like all the input and output is going to be there. So guys, do your own research. It takes time to learn all this crypto stuff. But really, that's the top 10. It's kind of my quick thoughts. I just want to get a video out for the week. Guys, if you have not picked up a hardware wallet, check them out. We also have links to the ADA plates in the Crypto Moose NFT. So those are my projects. Pick one up. Take an online course. Get better. You also have social links. These courses, I spent years building them. They're my gift for all of you. And yeah, pick up a hardware wallet. Save up 25% off. Why not? So with that being said, the moose is loose. Comment down whatever questions you have. I'll get back to you. Get a rest up. Cheers, everybody.